sort of comes to rest in a
you turned
bouncy
it back
fashion.
on?
That's
Actually,
cogging
I don't
against
know why.
the magnets are sort of cogging against the pole pieces of the stator. There's also a shim in here that it really wants in there to move smoothly.
Is it creating induction on the other ones? Is that the reason why it's bumping like that, or is that just?
It's just that the
It's
magnets are
permanent
being
magnet.
more attracted to a close piece of metal or a far away piece of metal.
When you apply current to it, it'll go where it wants to go.
Yeah, it'll jump. All right, so at this point, this was out all day on the midway too, and people are having fun with it. I had the piece with the toaster wires that people could try to light up. But bottom line is, with no load on this thing, it just kind of spins free. And if I want to like just stop it abruptly, I just give it a short, right? But if I give it a short with the right periodicity, I get some pretty serious sparks on it. And the hotter and bluer they are, that means the
Here,
more
crank this for you.
the more voltage spike I actually generate.
Watch it break apart.
Yeah.
You feel it.
When I
Hey, we're
leave the
jumping.
short there,
Something happened in the
just
gear.
Don't go too hard on it because this thing tends to jump out of its hole without a retainer ring on the bottom. That's up in the room. You don't even have to crank that hard. If I do this just at the right moment, at the right timing, I can still get really high voltage spikes out of it, just with less power. So let's say I've got this is the actual parking actuator, and sometimes when you put the car in park, and then you roll forward a little bit and you hear that extra click, that's what's happening. The spring here preloads against this thing, sort of trying to push down into there, but until the gear gets in the right position, the thing can't move in. Once it does move in, you can sort of lock it in place with this extra doodad we throw on. Now the drivetrain's locked. So here I can be idling the engine, right? And now MG1 is spinning. I can charge the battery off of that. But if I want to push the car, right? If I got any kind of resistance in the drivetrain, the car isn't going to move yet. But I can run the engine up as high as I want, and I get no torque to the wheels. Of course, if I give this a load, if you want to take that and just sort of short it against the case, right? Depending on the amount of load I put on, right? Now I've got all that torque going to the drivetrain.
Gotcha.
And I can completely vary the amount of load I put there to get more or less torque. And you can actually see if MG1 is pretty much locked solid, I actually get a little bit of a speed up between the carrier and the ring. And if I could manage to push MG1 backwards, I get relatively little engine rotation, but a lot of ring rotation. So let go for a sec, right? Like that heretical mode would sort of be this situation where the ring is flying a lot. If you look down in there, you can see MG1 is actually spinning backwards as a result of that.
Right.
So as long as I sort of counter the engine torque there, I can spin the ring really fast, and I still get useful forward torque to the wheels.
You hear it load up, which is what you want.
Now, where's that other little widget I had? This actually brought it home to a lot of people at the thing yesterday. This is a baby PSD. It's actually out of a bicycle, standard three-speed hub. So now you can sort of see how the gears move inside the planetary system. So this would be MG1 here. So for the folks that still didn't understand, I said, okay, this is how the system works. This is the essence of it. Somebody holds this piece, so I can still get to the engine, the engine part. Now you're the road, and this is the ring of the planetary, and the big electric motor. So to motor directly, I just power the electric motor, and I get road torque. If I want to use the engine to push the car, right now I'm running the engine, but with no useful output yet. To get the engine to push the car, I have to load down my center shaft, my sun gear, MG1. Now I start to get road torque. And as soon as the people felt the thing struggle in their fingers, they suddenly understood, that's how I do it. I load down that small electric motor and the torque transfers over. It's just like putting kitty litter under the wheel spinning on ice to get torque to the other one. So that's, and this was, before we had this thing, this was the easiest demo I could carry around easily in the car. And I always keep this in the car, so if anybody ever asks, I just haul this out and say, okay, here's how it works. As far as the other